All right. I'm gonna grab a quick little beverage and then we will get started here. I put like a super janky post on Instagram for like going live or whatever to kind of see what it would do. I don't actually know if it'll do anything, to be honest, but it's worth giving it a shot to see, because there was a post I did over the weekend, I believe it was on Friday, where I got like, I think like 80 new followers or something, or it was like around that, because I posted a Lost in Random clip that apparently did pretty well. It's almost at 60,000 views right now. I don't know, it's dying off a lot now, but I kind of figured like maybe I could pull some of those people in to see if maybe they want to check out the live stream or where the content is coming from, because I know some people don't really know unless you kind of just put it in their face. I also didn't want to like put it like in the comment section itself, because I kind of feel like the comment section is kind of more like, if people are following you, they're more than likely wanting to check you out elsewhere. But some randoms, like what do you know what I mean? Like they'll follow you, bro. Like, you got to trust the process. You know, if they like what you do, they're gonna follow you, and then if they like what you do, then they're gonna obviously keep watching it elsewhere. So today's Wednesday, day 5, I'm gonna call this, of the Slay the Spire grinding of Ascensions to A20. At the time of this stream / VOD, we are 2 days away from the early access release of Slay the Spire 2, which me personally, I'm looking very much forward to. I know there's a few other people who probably are as well in the community, or just overall. I know it's a lot of hype happening right now. I've seen actually some other content creators playing it right now that I watch, so it's kind of cool to see they're getting into it as well. But I honestly, like, you know, just kind of looking at Slay the Spire 2, like right now, like my thoughts on it are it's probably not going to be anything crazy. Like, what I saw was like the cards are pretty much going to be about the same. I think that Slay the Spire 2 is more or less going to push co-op than it is like a single player experience again, which I think is a smart move, because you know, what else can they do, right? I mean, they could, I think they'll probably have like new relics and things like that, but from the screenshots, and maybe they're just not wanting to show it, maybe it'll be a surprise for all of us, but when I looked at some of the screenshots and the trailers, it just looks like some of the cards are the exact same. They're just UI or graphics or updates and that kind of stuff just look different. You know, like the shop is still the same, except now the person that you go to at the shop has like a different look, a different background, you know. It's just got a little more different, it's got a little more updated stuff. It's almost like as if somebody was a huge fan of Slay the Spire and they made a mod and they called it Slay the Spire 2.0. It's literally what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, just looks like it's just an updated Slay the Spire mode with like new graphics and a new look, fresh feel. Kind of curious if they're going to have the same music, though. I don't think they are, but I know that there's an enemy in there. There's obviously going to be new enemies. I think new enemies, maybe not some, but you know. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not getting my hopes up in this crazy, like, I think there's going to be people who are expecting more, and I want to, for anybody who's out there thinking that, needs to like really lower those expectations. Like, this is early access, by the way, so nothing is going to be probably full set in stone until we get, you know, a year, almost a year and a half to 2 years after it comes out. You know what I mean? Like, again, I don't really remember what Slay the Spire was like when it first came out, but I guarantee you it's not the game that it is now, was on early access that it is now. You know, I guarantee you that there was a lot of changes, a lot of buffs and debuffs with cards or relics or whatever have you. So it'll be interesting, like I said, when it comes out on Friday, when I do plan on playing it, to see that experience overall. Yeah, I don't know. I've been having fun just kind of like playing it, shooting the shit with you guys. Obviously, I've been struggling with the runs and things like that here and there. I haven't been doing the greatest. Still kind of trying to, you know, get back into it. Still trying to learn. I think one thing that I'm struggling with a lot, and I'm just going to go to the cards to show you, because I kind of was just thinking of different ways of doing this, because I always kind of just think I have to do this so robotically that I don't feel like I have to. Because there's not like a rhyme or reason. Like, I don't feel like it's all situational, but like one thing I catch myself doing a lot is choosing to like remove defend cards a lot of the time. And it's like, sometimes, like, I feel like, let's say you pick up like a good strike card. I feel like it's okay to remove a base strike card. So let's say I pick up like a way I was thinking about this was like, say my first card I picked up was, hang on a sec, actually, because I'll put this as part of the actual like content for STS so that people want to tune in and they don't want to listen to the intro part of stuff. But like, let's say like I pick up this card, or I pick up, yeah, like this card. I could get rid of like a strike card because I feel like that card will be quicker in the deck versus removing a block, you know what I mean? Like, because you don't have anything to replace the block. But if you get like something like this, then I would remove a block card, you know? So I feel like maybe what I should try doing a little bit with some of these Ascensions is just trying to experiment a little bit, because something I learned, like with, for example, with the Defect is like, I need to find the relic here for it, because I'm not good at explaining it without it in front of my face, is like this relic is really good at, with the Defect, because like if you are using a lot of frost in your orbs, you can have this play in first, and then those, if you have any frost orbs, will come into effect to it as well. So let's say you have like 3 frost orbs channeled on top of this, and you have 2 per 1 or whatever the default is, you're always guaranteed at least 12 block, right? Was it 2, 4? Yeah. So 12 block each turn if you were wanting to play that way, you know what I mean? Because it takes the relic into effect first, and then it applies those orbs next, which was something I didn't know until I noticed it in one of my runs. But that's kind of what's going to happen, I think, today, is you're going to kind of see me just trying things and just to see what happens, and hope for the best, because I'm not really like I feel like what's happening a lot is like, one, I'm trying to go for too many elites. I feel like I'm trying to like push like 2 or 3 elites per act, and I shouldn't always necessarily focus on that so much, because like you can get events, you can get other things. It's all RNG. Like, I know that that's the case, and you can't really plan for RNG, but I feel like I try to play too aggressive in Act 1, and then I like should play more aggressive in like Act 2. I feel like, I don't know, but we're just gonna see how it goes today, and kind of play it by ear. Today is a shorter stream. My Wednesdays are usually about a 2.5-hour stream, so I don't usually do longer ones. Usually my Thursdays and Fridays are about 4.5-hour streams, and then my Saturdays are 8-hour streams usually. Depends on what I'm doing throughout the week. Like, if I'm pushing streams out longer Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I might cut Saturday stream down a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna do, I always like this. I always do, just in case it goes bad. I don't mind that either. But then it's like you have to fight all these enemies, which is like whatever. But then do I get a shop? Which I don't. So then it's like kind of part of me would rather want to do a shop, but the most realistic shop route would be like this. could remove some cards. See, now that's where, if you know you don't have any shops to remove cards, going the way that is the red way is probably the best way. Because you know that you can't force remove cards on shops, then this might be the best option to take. And I'll probably just do... The thing is, like, I wish I kind of knew... I don't know if I can actually do this or not. No, I can't. I don't know... Let me actually check something really quick. Hang on. Just out of curiosity. Because I don't know for sure on this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. There's probably a balance. So I probably would go with maybe I'm just trying to think of, like, if you remove cards. Okay. So we want to go this way. I mean, I always like picking this card up, honestly. It's always a good card to have. See, I like this now because I can do this, which then sets up a good turn for maybe some extra damage. I was thinking of that when I was thinking of picking up vulnerability. I was thinking maybe I'm going to get a room. I gotta get rid of this guy, honestly. Guess he's gonna be the problem. Not gonna kill. This will kill. Nope. Shit. I think we defend then. So now at this point, I'm gonna rest. I want to do this because I want to pick the card I want to exhaust. So I think I'm going to block at least once. And then take out the guy that's doing the least amount of blocking. Because I didn't know if I could kill him, and I've run into that issue before where it's like, I think I'm going to do something that I actually can't. And it annoys the hell out of me. So I'm gonna do this and then exhaust this card. Another fire breathing? I mean, I feel like we're not picking up anything that's beneficial to this right now, so we should probably wait. I'm not gonna take any damage this turn. Really, I shouldn't say any damage, but whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. It's not the worst thing because there's things that can benefit that from us, I think. I'll take that. I'm gonna skip for now. Here's what I'm gonna try to regen because I feel like I just need to. So we can do this, this, and probably put on some extra blocking, I think. Okay, good shit. What is... Okay, so it's half my HP. I would say that I should probably rest here. I really wanted to play that power card, but I don't know if that's going to cost me now. And I think it will because... I think Incense Burner is coming into play right now, and I love it. See, the thing is, I can probably win with 2 HP if I hit him with 8 and then this. Because it'll be 3, and then... Fuck, dude. Like how I'm exhaling at the end of a Act 1, like, oh my god, I made it. So the thing is, what always sucks about this is gold, smithing, or curse. I guess I'll do this. See, I don't honestly know in that case if blocking was really worth it there because of how much little damage I was doing. He put me exactly at 36 HP too. It would go with, the thing is why I would honestly pick this, and the only reason I'd pick it is because it goes with this. Each card that's exhausted, you get block. So it's like, I mean, yes, it's RNG on when you pick up Feel No Pain, but you also have 4 energy. So I feel like it's, I want to do it. Fuck it. Oh, dude. Even crazier. I haven't seen this fucking thing, because you could get some great... Man, if I had Dead Branch with that freaking Corruption card, we would be set. Because that combination is crazy. But we don't have it. Is that gonna hurt me or help me? It honestly, I think it's gonna hurt you, because you might, if you had Corruption, I would say yes. So grab this. And sure, why the fuck not? It's actually good. Ooh, it does an Irithal. So here's the thing, I'm probably going to have to be a little aggressive here and only focus this guy, because I have this turn and one more turn before I can actually probably kill him. So I gotta think a little productive here. Let him rally, I don't care. Now, I think it's gonna kill him. Ah, it doesn't, but I get enough blocking, which is good. So the relic took care of him for us, which was good. Thing is, do I need Body Slam? Because the thing is, I don't feel like that card's gonna do anything for us. Like, realistically speaking, it might, but if you had like Fiendfire on top of Body Slam, Fiendfire would only be, that card would be good once you had it, but I don't feel like it's gonna do anything. This is good because it takes care of AoEs, and there is 2 elites in Act 2 that are AoE fights, as well as the boss that we're fighting, Bronze Automaton, which is also an AoE fight, has 3 enemies. So I think this is the pickup. Obviously, we're going to take a fuck ton of damage here. then I can go like this. So the only thing I like about this deck is that I can exhaust cards, which makes the deck smaller as the fight happens, but I have to be careful on what I'm applying as well. That'd be a massive fucking block. I think I have to pick this up for the sake of the amount of cards that I have right now. Nah. I think that sets up a good next turn. That does nothing for me. We're probably gonna play. I'm gonna play Fiend Fire because we have been playing it, and it's been a good turnaround for us. So. This is 18, so I could probably take the 12. Like, that's fine. Next turn is going to be intangible as well. So here's where I could probably play this, because this will give me 7, 14, 21, 28. You're also... Do you have Feel No Pain? No, but it's only 1 damage. So it works out. It's a good card. It's a good card when you have some stuff in there. It helps. It's a good room too. So 34 damage here. I'll pick this up just because adding wounds to your deck is probably better than whatever else. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rest. Play it safe. My brain is telling me that I need to play more aggressive than I do, like, passive. It's okay, actually. Ah. It's only gonna give you 4 HP, so is it really worth keeping? You know, now that I think about barricade might have been the call because it would have gave you more blocking with this shit. Might have been the call. I don't think I have any more. You have to almost full block here, otherwise you need to exhaust a fuck ton of cards. Hang on, fuck. Oh, dude, I'm making so many mistakes. Because the barricade now, I'm thinking about like, oh god, maybe that was worth picking up because you'd have so much blocking. But dude, I have no fucking relics for this next. Sure. Donu and Deca. There's no... Okay. Nothing I want. I'm realizing that second wind is not coming into play at all. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. But that's crazy because each block you apply is probably going to also do additional damage to that as well. So that's a huge turn. It's a huge turn. Is Flame Barrier and Juggernaut a bit overkill? Probably. I don't feel like you need it. But I mean, this isn't bad, but again, do you need it? You know what I mean? I want to skip. I'm skipping. That's a good thing to have, especially when we need it the most. Since you don't have any money, you might as well just take it. 45. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, barricade would have been huge here. I think barricade would have been the difference maker for sure. For sure, because like this is ridiculous. Yeah, barricade definitely would have been the fucking call. I can already see it. Because you imagine all the blocking we would have, it would be a cakewalk. So it's a lot harder than it needs to be right now, honestly. Out of all of these, really wish it was, I'll probably take this, honestly, because this is probably something that, I don't know, does Donum and Deca put burn in your thing or no? Hold on. Okay, so maybe we should do this. I'm gonna Ironclad one of these. I think one of these might come into play to make it so that it's, in case it's a situation I don't need to play it or something, I can just skip it or something. I don't know. Put this on. do this. So now I'm gonna have incense here, which is nice. It's an additional one. Part of me is thinking what I should do is play this, and then this. I gotta block so much, and I don't think that I have enough, honestly. Which really fucking sucks. It's GG's. This whole run was self-doubt the whole time. And I think I don't know how I won. Part of it, I think, had to do with intangible, but I'm like, man, if this was any other ascension, like a higher ascension maybe, I don't know. I don't think that I could have done this. Truly. But I think something that I learned, and you know, again, it's all situational, depends on when you pick stuff up and whatever on your runs, is barricade obviously was something that I was extremely focused on that whole time. But we didn't need like second wind. This was like, if I reason I'm saying barricade would have been so huge is because imagine if you would have had apparition on top of all that blocking, and then if you would have picked up body slam earlier in the run, like this run would have been amazing synergies. On top of like the juggernaut, applying block every time you do something, but even like this was good too. But the exhausting the deck, I think what kept us in it, honestly, was the Fiend Fire. The Feel No Pain, and then doing Juggernaut, which was a late pickup. But there, I guess there was cards here that as I picked them up, it just kind of felt like this was like, it's hard to explain, honestly. It's hard to explain. This is one of those, I feel like I got away with it, but winning nonetheless, really relying on this incense burner that we picked up early, playing to the intangibles. Like, this kind of does in some ways explain that synergies are important. It's just that obviously I think Feel No Pain was a big thing, because anytime I would exhaust a card, which a lot of this deck was focused on exhausting, played to blocking. But then if I blocked, I would do Juggernaut, which would be nice. Even saw in that one turn against Dono and Deca how much I did when I Fiend Fired on top of getting the Juggernaut, and then I did damage with the blocking, so that was nice. But part of me was thinking too what I probably could have picked up, because I was seeing myself getting upgraded cards in Act, I think it was Act 2. I probably could have picked up, instead of the gold issue, I could have picked up the No Longer Smithing, because I was finding upgraded cards in my in some of the runs after I was beating some people. But there were definitely times where I'm like, I just never thought of barricade. But one thing I need to check though, because it'll make me feel better, is did you see barricade before apparition? Because if you saw barricade before apparition, then that's nothing. Your brain would have automatically have said, you know, skip it, because I don't see what I'm doing with this build. But if I saw barricade after apparition, it's something I can definitely learn going forward. And it's a synergy that works really well with the Ironclad, especially. Because you're only, I mean, and even if it wasn't the blocking that I was doing was the biggest deal, it was just like, if you have Feel No Pain and barricade, I still even think that's enough to scale blocking up. So when you don't have enough blocking, like in those moments where they're doing 42 damage, you have 36 HP and you're like, oh fuck, what do I do? That is definitely one of those things where, yeah, I wish I would have had barricade. For sure, I wish I would have had barricade. But it's all good. It's all good. Big quiet phone. So, GG's. GG's. That took us a long time to beat that Ascension, but there was something I kind of did a little bit off stream while I took a few days off, while I was just trying to think of like different ways to play, and I feel like I was kind of being robotic. And I mean, I'll look at the run here and just kind of see some things. I want to kind of look and see, I want to see the elites that I fought just to kind of get an idea of what that was like. So we fought 2 elites and then 1 there, but one common trend I'm noticing that I like to do with elites is fight them right before rest sites at a boss fight or somewhere like this. I like to do the sandwich effect. I like to do that, and I like to fight them here. I feel like that's what I'm going to go for in future Ascensions and see if that gets us anywhere. This clearly, it was not the carry. The relics weren't the carry besides Incense Burner. But the cards were. Cards were definitely a carry in that one. Don't think we would have been able to get to the heart and beat the heart with it, but yeah, Barricade would have been huge. I think Barricade would have gave me more confidence and I wouldn't have been so worried at all. I think it would have made me feel more confident because there was so much self-doubt in that run. So much self-doubt. But something like this kind of tells me that sometimes it's not always about having like 20 relics, you know? Sometimes it's about having good synergies with your cards too, but I would have loved to have had that Barricade just because I feel like that would have been so nice. But hey, I learned from a future run that Apparition and Barricade are huge with someone like the Ironclad for sure. All right, that is Ascension 9 or 8 done. Now we can do Ascension 9 here. I'm gonna kind of keep trying that same strategy, see where that goes, but I am gonna just take a quick little break to feed my cats before it gets too late. Maybe we'll have one more decent run. I don't know, but I'm usually on for about 2.5 hours on Wednesdays, so I'll be back maybe in about 8 minutes or so, and we'll do another run here, and if it's a good run, it'll be the last run. Maybe we'll get 2 runs done tonight. I don't know. That'd be cool, but like I said, I'm going to try to use that same strategy we just used for Ascension 8 into Ascension 9 now, which now bosses are now tougher, so we'll see if that walls us. Obviously, we can do the Ascension Silent as well if we wanted. It might not be a bad idea, but let's do the Ironclad here. Let's get that done, and then maybe once everybody's at Ascension 10, I can maybe do the Silent until Ascension 10, and that can maybe prep me for like other people. I don't know, but anyways, my cats are getting antsy, so I should probably feed them. See you guys in just a second. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. All right. Okay, here we go. So, see, I like this. I like that. And I like that. So now what room makes the most sense, right? Let's choose a card. Let's remove... For now, let's just keep what we have and focus specifically on that strength card. Oh, I went the wrong way. Well, poop. Okay. Not bad. I'm gonna skip again. Let's just lose the gold because that sucks. I mean, this is gonna be one of these things I just have to just do all this damage. I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him. Sucks. It's the perfect amount to kill me. Because I took the wrong route, dude. Literally took the wrong route, which is really, really, really fucking annoying. It's like I went the wrong way and I probably would have been fine, but because I went that direction, everything got messed up. God. You know what? I think we're gonna go like this, honestly. Like, just because. Even though it's a flaming elite, like, I'm not gonna shy away from a challenge, I guess. You never know, it could be fine. We just... the resting looks the most convenient in that direction, so... And then I'll probably, just for the safety of it, just make sure that these next few runs I have is just... Am I fighting? Ugh. This might be horrible. This might go great. I don't know. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's GG's again. I'm not really sure what I could have done there. Yeah, I don't know. At least I made it to Act 1 that time, though. Like, now I'll have 4 choices at least. Let's do this, actually. do have enough for the remove, which is good. Okay. Or for sure go for the remove, I think, again. I'm gonna remove another block card, I think. And then I'm gonna play... I want to take this with me. Perfect. So what'll be nice here is that those things he puts into my deck will help with scaling, or with blocking, I should say. Like, these things will block now, which will be nice. So technically right now I should get some block. Perfect. That works. So I'll have... Okay. Now, a part of me is thinking, put this on. Yeah, then Smith. And then do... this, yeah. I don't care how I had to do it. As long as I got out of there, I'm happy. Your next attack card. This would be good with your synergies right now, I think, personally. So you probably should pick this up. I think part of me doesn't really want to add a card. I'm gonna go ahead and choose one of 20 cards to add to your deck. I mean, what would what would you want? What are you missing? This? This, probably? Probably this. I would take this, honestly. Oh. I think we'll do... which I'm fine with. This whole deck just has havoc everywhere, man. Let's do this. Dude, how many fucking Havocs are in this deck right now, man? Body slam would be good, I think. Damn it. I think you rest here. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. It makes sense why it does it. It does. Because it'll put it right back, which, I mean, it's fine. If anything, all that does is helps with a little bit of more blocking. If you had feel no pain, you know what I mean? Which I'm fine with having. It's not bad. Well, you're not gonna die, so I'll just do that. Hey, how's it going, Ducky? I might have to just play this just for the sake of I need to get block. Don't know if this is gonna save me. We'll see. So damn close, dude. Wait, hang on. 2 HP. Hang on. Wait. Don't talk too soon. Oh! Oh my god. I think Act 1, you also got out of there with a potion, I believe. I could be thinking of the wrong run. But I'm pretty sure that you had a fire potion that you had to use to get to Act 2. Now you got out of that very low HP, but man, I think that was the right call to play that Dark Embrace help with the draw, man. 21 cards going into Act 3 is probably a good thing. Now, we had to look here. What's the best thing for this build? This was the one I got to 5 health on your first playthrough. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Thanks for the GGs. I'm thinking what I want to do is whenever you gain 5 block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy because it will go good with the Feel No Pain. So you'll get block for it, damage, blah, blah. Same with self-forming clay as well. You'll get Juggernaut for that as well, so probably the best pickup. Probably the best pickup. I'm honestly thinking of Curse of the Dead Bell because it doesn't hurt to have more relics, and it doesn't hurt to have an extra curse card in your deck, too. It's not going to kill you. Just a little annoying, but it's not going to be the worst thing. So we get every time you play 10 attacks, you gain energy. You have a chance, well, every time you add a skill into your deck, you upgrade it. For each curse in your deck, you start with 1 strength, so we will have a curse in our deck. So we'll start with 1 strength. No. I'm gonna keep going with the strategy that's working, I guess. Fourth question. I'll just play like this, I think. The safest bet is right here. I'm gonna play this really carefully and not be greedy here. Do not want to be greedy. We're literally gonna get to a shop, so no. should kill them because it will get block. I have so many Havocs. I'm gonna keep it at that, though. Last guy I want to fight is this motherfucker. He's really annoying. That's what I hate about this sometimes, dude. Is that I get the dumbest. Those enemies piss me off. Those enemies annoy the fuck out of me. I probably should have played that Dark Embrace, but whatever. It's good though because we're at least now getting to. Well, the way I'm playing now though is at least making it seem promising that we might be getting better ascensions though, so that's good at least, I think. So okay. Well, generally, Wednesday streams are usually shorter. So, I don't want to go too long today. I usually go for about 2.5 hours. But the good thing is, though, is we at least got one run done today, which was good. We got one ascension done. We could have maybe have pushed that one to also getting it, but I would say overall, even though today was a shorter stream, the runs that we did have felt better than any of the runs that I've been doing the past 2 streams before this. So I appreciate everybody that hung out today and watched the stream, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Ducky, for stopping in. Sorry, kind of came in late. Wednesdays are usually my shorter streams. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream will be a little bit longer. It'll be the last stream before we do Slay the Spire 2 on Friday, which I'm sure a lot of us are looking forward to. So I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, be safe, be humble, and of course, do your best. Take care, everybody.